How you doing? Scotty Bear back with another video. This video about playing poker at Wild Aces Poker Sports Club in Angeles City, Philippines. Actually, I didn't plan to play poker when I was in the Philippines. However, I was very aware of poker being played in the Philippines. As a matter of fact, if you don't know, Poker Stars has it's probably more like a sponsored poker room in Manila. Actually, I was kind of shocked how much Texas Hold'em was being being advertised. There are casinos in the area, both places in Manila and in Angeles City. However, I went out to a place called Subic, and there was limited rooms available out there. So we went over to Angeles City, where, as it turns out, we got hit with a cyclone, and I was, literally on ice for about 8 days, several flight cancellations. The internet was horrible. And basically, there wasn't a whole lot to do. I mean, the mall, there's only so many malls you can go to, which there was only one in the area. And so I came across there was a poker game down the street, and I figured, what the hell? So we called over there to make sure they had a game, and of course they had a few games. So we went over there kind of, try our hand. Besides that, we wanted to earn more massage money to get massaged by the blind people in the Philippines, because you can, massage is a pretty big deal in the Philippines. You get foot massages for like $2, 3-hour massages with tea and different things. There's all kinds of really neat things you can do. However, we need massage money. So I went over there. It was kind of, I don't know, midday-ish. There wasn't, there was 2 games. It wasn't like super fantastic. However, some very interesting things came up during playing. One ended up being where, I kind of discovered where all the players there was 2 games, and one of the games was highly propped up with me in the game. I was like, at that point, I really didn't want to play anymore. However, I was winning a few bucks, so I was like, massage money. And again, I really kind of went for the experience. I was waiting on my pool cue. I was stuck. It's not every day you get to go play Texas Hold'em in the Philippines. So I figured, how bad could it be? I typically don't want to gamble and lose a bunch of money while I'm long ways away from home. However, this seemed all right. I'll point to one specific hand that came up and some of the reviews about the place. So anyway, I had pocket nines, and again, I'm a gambled up type of guy. So this was a hand where I was gonna play for a few bucks. I was playing limits, 50 pesos, 100 pesos, which, to give you an idea what that was basically 50 pesos, I believe, is God, totally run a blank. I believe those about 50 cents, $1, right in that area. Again, I apologize, so many currencies, it's hard to convert back and forth, but it was a rather small stakes. And this was a game that was definitely propped up by about 5 guys playing for the casino. And they were, friendly dudes to each other. So anyway, I had nines that I raised it up, and Mr. Miyagi of the game, we'll just call him that, because he seemed to be, the tight, the tight type of player with, kind of like that guy in the movie Rounders or whatever. So he raises again, and then actually the guy Smooth calls in between, and so I call, and basically what happens was I flop a set, and the board was very dry, and so the this is where it got very interesting, because the guy with the kings that came out, basically moves all in, and we're talking like moves all in for like, I don't know, $30. I mean, something like this. Philippines, this is a lot of money. I mean, Philippines is not a place where it's flowing money like Los Angeles or whatever. So he moves in $30. So the guy beside him, fiddling around or whatever, clearly has a hand. I mean, maybe queens or something like this, and kind of nonchalantly, it looks like he's looking at the other guy, kind of like, I mean, they know each other. The game is propped up. So, I don't, and again, I don't want to be like, oh, they were colluding or something like that, because I think they were kind of signaling, and I'm not, conspiracy type guy, but he kind of like signals he mucks, but holds on to his cards, and this is significant because obviously, I'm a dealer or an ex-dealer, so he holds on the cards, doesn't put any chips in the middle, and of course I call because I got a set, and basically what happens is, the run out, and the run out gets kind of weird, but it doesn't get me, right? So I win. I have him locked out of the pot because the guy that signaled he was mucking had kings also, and I'm like, how's this guy just make this lay down with kings with me acting behind? And guy just moves in for $30 ish, whatever the number is. I don't know. I'm not one of those, like, it's but it was really weird. It was definitely weird, and some of the reviews about the Wild Aces Poker Sports Club were that, be careful if you don't speak Tagalog. And, again, I kind of just got the feeling that they were like, like I got it type of thing. But I mean, it really didn't make that all that, big a deal. I mean, I won the pot, so the best case scenario came out. The other thing is it really didn't seem like the room was ran very well, and again, I'm not really trying to kick dirt on that situation, but however, I did get a chance to win some more massage money for the blind people, and it was okay experience. Talk about one other thing I want to talk about as far as playing poker over there. There is Texas Hold'em all over the place. It is fairly popular. If it's not there, there are places that you should go over there, and you could live for like $150, $200 a month is definitely not out of the question, and play poker over in the Philippines, and have a great experience with very inexpensive food. You just take the little scooter to the poker room for $1. I mean, it really would be a reasonable existence. It was a lot of fun. We also peeked our head in to down there at it's Mountains of Gold or something like that in Manila, and we only kind of went in there because it was tacked on to the Mall of America, and didn't play any poker or whatnot. But I mean, one casino, you've seen them all, but it was the premier casino of the area, and they had the Poker Stars poker room, and other than the rake seemed super high, so that was the rub there. However, man, you could live in the city very close by, probably easily for $150 a month. With very little issues, and then play poker for a living and just exist in that little nugget of the world. Have a wonderful Friday afternoon.